What's up? See, there it is again. Hey, Big O. Big O, I had to hit top messages. I had to hit all messages. Hi there, Big O. Hi, who is that? Is that Cabarrus? Is that Cabarrus? No, not Cabarrus. It's Cabarrus. Hi, Cabarrus. What's going on, Big O? How you doing? How y'all doing today? Happy Friday to you. Happy Free Yourself Friday. If you had to work all week this week, guess what? Today is Friday. So unless you have to work this weekend, you are free for the weekend, right? Free to get you some rest, get you some extra sleep maybe. Unless you have a busy weekend. Maybe you have some events planned, weddings, it's football Saturday, college football Saturday. Maybe you're just gonna chill out all day Saturday watching college football. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Hi, Cabarrus. Hi. Hi, Big O. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for saying hello. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. It's Friday, Friday, Friday. It's officially the weekend, right? It's after 5 o'clock. What you guys got planned? If you catch this replay, leave it in the comments. What do you have planned for the weekend? Leave some other people some ideas. Leave other people ideas of some things you have planned this weekend. If you plan to just rest, chill, let us know that too. Let us know that too. Big O says, I'm a trucker. It's off until I go home. Oh, so you don't have like you are a trucker. So you're not home on the weekends, or you're not, what am I trying to say? So do you just work until you don't have an assignment? Like, are you self-employed? Are you a self-employed trucker? Or do you work for another company? No days off until I go home. Or do you just go to a different area and you work until there's no work available, and then you go to another area that has work available? How do you do that, Big O? Hey, Shawanda. Hey, Lunch Project, passing through in the YouTube streets. I just wanted to say hello. Thank you, Shawanda, for saying hello. How you doing? Happy Friday to you. Thank you for coming through and saying hello. I appreciate you. You're chasing the bag. You're chasing the bag, Big O. I don't blame you. Chase that bag. You know, truck drivers. That's let me see. What occupations? Truck drivers, traveling doctors, traveling nurses, traveling therapists. It's like you don't have to really own a business per se to own a business, right? You work when you want to, when the work is available, as long as you show up and you keep a good reputation for showing up, coming in, doing the work. Like, it's like a contract. It's like contractual. Big O says, hey, there's Shawanda. Thank you, Big O, for speaking to Shawanda. She probably gone already. Shawanda, are you gone, girl? Shawanda is kind of like Betty from retirement days. They come through and say hello. Shawanda be moving around. Shawanda is moving. Shawanda has a birthday coming up, y'all. I remember that. I remember that. Shawanda has a birthday coming up December. 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 Like Robert had a birthday this month. I think it was the 3rd. Shawanda has a birthday, I think, coming up December 18th. Who else has a birthday coming up? What is it, Sag season? Is it Sag season yet, or is it still Scorpio? I think it's still Scorpio season. Hey, Jordan. Hello, everyone in the chat. I'm moderator Jordan. The J Jordan is in here. You guys check him out. Check him out. Check him out. On Mondays, he'll take you bowling with him. Okay? He be having those band sessions over there. They get together and Jordan be on his own a lot of times, though. He got some good music for you, I'm telling you. He's got some good music for you. Capricorn, okay. January 17th. Yep, that is Capricorn season. My friends toward the end of December, and I had one in January. Yep, December 27th. And I have a friend that's January, I think 10th. I think it is. So thank you so much for those kind words. You're welcome, Jordan. You're welcome. I appreciate you. Y'all, we got traffic, so we're just gonna kind of march in place, march in place. Boom, 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 boom. You know how we do. When we got traffic, we got action, right? So we have to kind of stay there, but we keep moving. We stay there, but we keep moving. Here's some music, y'all. Okay, he's gone. He's gone. He's gone. So keep moving. Keep moving. One step at a time, one foot in front of the other. Keep moving. When we got traffic, we got action. When we got traffic, we got action. So we stop, but we don't stop. Don't stop, keep moving. Right? We could sing the song, but we don't want them to copyright us. Y'all know if you hum a song, if you hum a song, you risk getting copyright. They'll see that little notification. You gotta go in there and cover up that song that you hum. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate you guys. And thank you for always sharing me out, Big O. I appreciate you. And Jordan, thank you as well. Thank you as well. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Big O. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you for thumbs up. I don't know why people don't like the thumbs up. That's why I don't even fuss about it. Because when you get off your live, like if 10 people come through your live, usually 50 people looked at it. And they hung around for a few seconds. You can go in your studio and find out. But they don't like the thumbs it up. So I ask, but I don't harp on it. Like I hear some people like browbeating people. Thumbs up the live. Thumbs up the live. Thumbs up the live. You know what that does? That makes them not do it. That makes them not do it. If they're stubborn, it makes them not do it. Now, if there's somebody who just forgot, and you say, thumbs up the live, you're watching me, thumbs it up. They'll probably thumbs it up if they forgot. You know, they just forgot. And if they like you, they support you on a regular basis. But you never know. You might be saying it to somebody who's just coming through, just checking you out. Then you make them mad. You make them mad. Yes, Bill, I did. So, you make them mad. And so you hollering and saying thumbs it up. Or even if you're not hollering, but you're talking to them like chastising, in a way that sounds like you're kind of chastising. Grown people not looking to be chastised by other grown people. Unless they're doing something that requires being chastised. But just not thumbing up alive. Don't chastise me. Don't chastise me, and I won't chastise y'all. I will never do that. I will politely ask you a couple of times. And sometimes I don't even ask. But I do appreciate my moderators. I appreciate Big O. And anybody who says that. I appreciate anybody. Like, if you come through here, whether you leave a comment or you just stay here for a few seconds, a few minutes, a portion of the live, the beginning, the middle, the end, or the whole live, whatever you do. You didn't have to do it, right? So I appreciate you. I appreciate you for the time that you spent. Now, if you come over here to be nosy and to run back to your channel and to try to repeat everything I say, don't bring your ass back over here. Because I don't like people who don't know how to formulate their own ideas. Okay. I don't. It is what it is. I don't like it. I don't like it. I like the conversation interview over here. Big O, you something else. You something else. You something else. I don't know what I'm going to do with you. How you get the name Big O? I got the name Lions Pride because I'm a Leo and I love lions. Like, I think even if I wasn't a Leo, I'm in love with lions, okay? I don't know. It's like the fire sign in me, the sun. It allows me to see the fire and the sun energy inside of a lion. It makes me see the fire and the sun energy that a lion carries. Now, all lions don't carry it. All lions don't carry it. When I say all lions, I'm talking about humans. I'm talking about Leos. All Leos are not the same. Right? All Leos are not the same. Just like it's any sign. Any sign. You know how sometimes people will say, well, Leos do this, or Cancers do this, or Capricorns do this. I'm not really into that, because I think each person, like every sign, has people who are good, who are okay, who are bad, who don't take no shh, who dish a lot of shh, who are messy, who are loving, kind, generous. I think every sign has its people who are like that. Now you have some signs where people are more quiet, more reserved. And you have signs where most of the people are like rambunctious, they're loud, they like to be heard and seen. And it's not always in a bad way, it can be a good way or a bad way. But then if you have a sign that says most of the people in that sign like attention, they like this, they like to be noticed, but they're very kind and nice. Don't you know it's going to be a percentage of those people who are completely opposite from what that says? There's going to be a percentage of people who are completely opposite from what that says. That's why I don't buy too much into the stuff about, oh, she's a so-and-so, that's why she's this way. Or he's a so-and-so, that's why he's that way. You know, my mother is a Scorpio. My father is, March, Taurus. I got a lot of their ways. So that would mean I have a lot of ways of a Scorpio and a Taurus, right? Okay, my middle name. Okay, I got you. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate you. Oh, your first son's birthday is January 17th. Okay, I got you. Big Otis. Okay. Big Otis. Big O got to let them know. They all came to see Otis. This Otis. Y'all remember David Ruffin? Big O said, Pump your brakes, wait a minute. Stop. Jordan says, I'm still here with you, Lines. Thank you, Jordan. What you got planned for the weekend, Jordan? Big O, what do you have planned for the weekend? I know you said that you let me see, about work. Make sure I read it right. You're off when your work is done. I'm a trucker, no days off until I go home. Okay, so you're probably working this weekend. That's okay. You know, make some time for yourself, though. Make some time for yourself to get a break. Jordan, what you got up for the weekend? You got any, you going to the park? I'm sure you'll do some video. Do you take off days? I just thought about it. Sometimes people take off days and sometimes not. Like when they work out, some people work out every day. And then, or some people work out like 5 days a week, and then 2 days, whether it's the weekend or whatever, 2 days in the week, they'll do something different. Y'all, I thought mosquitoes were over with. I thought mosquitoes were gone in for the winter. I just felt something. No telling what it is, all these insects out here. Are y'all cooking for the house? Yes, Big O. And Big O, don't you come with no 3-liter drink. Jordan, Big O said he's gonna first of all, he's talking about going to too many people's houses for me. And then he said he's gonna bring a 3-liter drink to the holiday dinner. I guess Big O says, look, he's that person that's gonna go house to house. He's gonna have enough plates that he's gonna be straight for at least till Saturday, right? Because after about Saturday, Sunday, you're kind of worn out and you want something else. You're worn out and you want something else. Unless you're a person who just really likes Thanksgiving. Like if you did traditional and you just really like Thanksgiving food. I don't know what's going on in this area. This is the second time I felt something bite me. So now, what do you guys do when you get a bite? An insect bite. What's the first thing you do? What is the first thing you do? Well, sometimes you don't even notice that you have it until it itches. You don't really feel it. But sometimes you can actually feel an insect biting you. The first thing I do is I run and wash it off and put toothpaste on it. Because the toothpaste is going to take away that itch. The toothpaste takes away that itch. You remember Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts? Even if you weren't in a part of Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts, sometimes a teacher or something has told you that. Maybe your parents. Green rubber. Yes, that's another one. That's a good one too. And that's what you can clean it with. Clean it like you don't necessarily have to do soap and water. You can do alcohol. Put some green rubbing alcohol on it. Clean it off real good. And put some toothpaste on it. That toothpaste will make it like it's something, there's an ingredient in toothpaste that's like an antihistamine or something. It's like anti-itch. So it stops the itch for a good little while too. Like a lot of times I'll put it on and I forget about it. And if it was, depending on what type of bite it was or insect it was, it may itch like hours later or the next day or so. But typically I can feel the bump there. But that toothpaste, it does good. It does good. Pulp in your juice. Y'all, the Q&A popped up. It says add a Q&A. Do you like pulp in your juice? I guess they're telling me since I'm asking questions, let's ask that question. Do you like pulp in your juice? Where in the world did that come from? YouTube. I asked, what did you do when you get an insect bite? And YouTube says, do you like pulp in your juice? But yes, Big O, that green rubbing alcohol, that's a number one. Listen, that's an old school staple, right? You got to have that in the house. You have got to have that in the house. And my thing is, sometimes I forget I even have it. Like I have it for, because it lasts like a couple of years. And, it's good for sore muscles and things like that. And if I do, I try to stretch really good. Or if I'm a little bit sore, I don't even think about the alcohol. But listen, that green rubbing alcohol, sore muscles, it's a must. It's a must. I got some the other day. I looked at it and I'm like, this is about to expire. So I'm gonna use it because it does come in handy. And listen, if those muscles are sore enough, you'll remember. You'll remember it's in there. You'll remember. And then get you a new one. Like I say, it's a good thing that they last for years. I like putting it in my bubble bath. Oh yeah, some people. Listen, have you done the Clorox? I hear people do Clorox. I hear people do rubbing alcohol. I've heard people drop a little bit of hydrogen peroxide in their bath water. So do you just do alcohol? Are you like alcohol only, Big O? We had a little traffic, y'all. We had a little bit of traffic, okay? We had a little bit of traffic. Epsom salt, yep. That's another one. So like rubbing alcohol, Epsom salt, Clorox, and hydrogen peroxide. Now, when I say this, people, I'm not telling you to do it because y'all know how YouTube is. You got to make these disclaimers, okay? I'm not telling you to do it. What I'm telling you is that YouTube, I do not own the rights to that music, okay? He sneaked up on me and he's loud. Y'all probably can hear every word coming out of his mouth. So that's why I'm raising my voice and I'm talking as loud as I'm talking. But yeah, y'all, those things like that. Okay, y'all, he had music on, but he's looking for his dog. They say he's big too. I'm about to stop walking because I ain't trying to do nothing I don't want to do. Y'all, that dog got away. The dog got loose. Uh-oh. Their dog got loose. So, and they're looking for him. I don't know where he is, but I should have asked him if he's friendly. Because if he's friendly, then, we might could work with him. But if he's not friendly, he might be friendly. She said a big, fluffy, black and white dog. So, I don't know. I hope they find him. And she didn't say what kind he was, though. She didn't say what kind he was, so I don't know. I hope he's a nice dog. I hope he's a friendly dog. But I'm about to go in because I don't want to see him. If I see him, I want to be in the car. If I see him, I want to be in the car. Because I don't be playing, y'all. I don't be playing. I know, right, Big O? Shoot, you don't know what to do these days. Because, if you run, they always say don't run. Because I guess they chase you. It makes them madder. But I don't think it makes them madder. I really don't think it makes them madder. I think it draws more attention. Because if they're mad, right? If that's that type of dog, if they're mad, they're mad. If they're going to get at you, they're going to get at you. So if they're mad, they're mad. And if they're going to do something, God forbid, try to get at you, attack you, they're going to do that anyway. So I feel like the best thing is maybe to just be as still as possible. But your instincts, your fight or flight is going to tell you to run. It is what it is. Fight or flight is going to tell you to run. Now, I do feel like we have adrenaline, right? When we see it, our adrenaline starts to race. It starts to, woo. Okay, and theirs does too. So maybe it does make them matter. I don't know. I just feel like if they're in attack mode, they're going to attack you anyway. But just think of us as humans. We have hormones, and all animals have hormones. They have hormones too. So the adrenaline gets to flowing, you're going to take off. That fight or flight. And so it may be the same for them. They see you take off, then they're going to take off. Now, some of them, you can stand still, and they're still coming. Okay? They're still coming. So if you see a way to get out of there, go ahead and take off. So it just depends on the situation. It depends on your environment, okay? You got to do what you got to do. Sometimes running when a dog is around is the best thing, especially if you know you got a good shot of getting away from it. Sometimes staying kind of still may be the best thing, because once you take off, you definitely getting his attention. And sometimes it may not even be that he's bad. Some dogs do like to play. Now, if they got that look on their face, you know, even if you run because you're scared, he may not even be about that. He made, you start running, hell, he started running too. He wouldn't want to play. But when you don't know the dog, you don't know the dog. So think wisely. If you know you can get out of the situation, get out of it. You got a good chance of getting out of it, get out of it. But if you're standing there, that's why you always, I don't care, whenever you're walking, you should have something with you, some form of protection with you, right? Whenever you're walking, you should have some form of protection with you whenever you're walking, all right? Some form of protection, have it with you whenever you're walking. Have it with you whenever you're walking. Hold on, I'm trying to look at this person. Okay, maybe he's a gamer. Because I always tell you, I used to have gaming over here. For the people that always wonder, how'd you get so many subscribers? And they come over here and they want to copy everything I do. That ain't how I got those subscribers. So you probably walking probably ain't going to get you that many subscribers, okay? Now, if you turn your channel into a whole fitness thing, you might do something. You might get 2 or 3 million. But if you think that you leave here and say, I'm walking and talking, nah. Unless you got something else going on too, and you make that like a segment. So, people do anything. People do anything that they think works. I went into a chat the other day just to say hi, just to say hello. That's why I don't go in a lot of chats. I go in Georgia Girls chat. I say hello to Jordan, and like maybe Sin City, my sis Sin, and it's like 2 other chats. Other than that, because as soon as you do something, it's something about you that people just cling to. Like, people are needy and clingy. I left that chat, and this person then went and put original on the end of their name. It's like, wow, like, people's creativity level is so low. Some people, not all people, like get your creativity level up. Like, just, I can name the 5. I say hello to Jordan. I say, I go and I stay in Georgia Girls chat and say hello to people, and I talk to Georgia Girl, Cindy, Loca, and it's like 2 other people. 2 other people. And I won't even say their names. The reason I won't say their names is because there are a few people that follow me wherever I go. Right. So you don't even say their names, but you want a little peace. You want a little peace. Sometimes you want to venture out into other communities, right? Or into other areas. Like, a lot of us hang out in the same area. So sometimes you want to venture out into other areas and see other people, see other content. Like, I like to watch people doing work on their cars and stuff like that. Jordan says, let them know. Right, Jordan, I need my peace. Like, I need my peace. And it's like, what they do is kind of petty, and it's not a big deal, but it kind of is a big deal. Because I'm thinking everybody is on here to try to be successful, and you should support each other. But if you're all going to do the exact same thing, say the exact same things, the exact same way, If you're pushing health, everybody's going to end up saying some of the same things anyway. We know that, right? It's just like if you're working on cars, doing auto body mechanics. You're going to be able to learn some different things from each mechanic, but some of the basics, you're going to hear them say the same thing. But what makes you hang around is the originality in what they do as well. So of course, you're going to do some of the same things. You're going to have some of the same goals, but the pathway to getting there, the way you do it, right? The way he spray paints his cars, if he does it in a totally different way from everybody else by adding one little additive, that's enough to hook me and make me stay on his channel a little bit longer. I'm going to go watch the others too, but it's about the slightest little bit of creativity or just something that makes it different. I might like to hang around him more. So like I said, everybody's going to do some of the same stuff. That's not the issue. But what I take issue with is when people start to say things that you say verbatim. Like, I'm like, okay, can you not at least kind of twist it around a little bit? Like, I just can't. So I don't go into a lot of chats. And sometimes, listen, always follow your first mind. I've learned that discernment is definitely key. I've always known that. But sometimes you just, if you're watching a person's content, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with dropping down saying hello. I dropped down and said hello. 2 days later, this person add original to the back of their name, which I don't have a problem with it because we do something totally different. But it's just the things that people do, the things that people do. Like, who used to say Arsenio Hall years ago when we were kids? Some of y'all may not remember Arsenio Hall. Things that make you go, Even if you don't remember him, he's where that came from. And you remember that phrase, things that make you say, Jordan says facts. Jordan, listen, I see it. Jordan, we talk about some of the same things, but you do it your way. Like, to me, we're going to say, if you're into health and fitness, again, I'll use that as an example, probably 85% of what you say, you're going to hear from another health and fitness channel, right? But then you see them do things differently. And when you do things differently, it's because you want to stand out. You want to support everybody, but you want to make it just different enough to still keep people's attention. And that's why I use a lot of acronyms over here. Like I say, M&Ms. Y'all know we eat M&Ms over here. And I'm not talking about the candy-coated chocolate. I'm talking about moderation and modification. Anything that you do, make sure that you modify it if you need to modify it, meaning change it. I always use the example of a squat. If you can't do a deep squat or a deep lunge, do a mini one. Modify, change. Usually your doctor, your healthcare provider, or your personal trainer, your fitness coach, they're going to give you a list of things to do, and they're going to have some things on there to help you to modify. If you need to do a squat and you really can't do the squat, hold on to the wall, hold on to the chair, and do a mini squat. So that's what modification is. It's changing. Moderation. You can apply moderation to anything in life. It can be your diet. It can be the foods that you eat. It can also be the exercises that you perform, because sometimes you want to do 3 sets of squats, right? Well, if you have knee issues, we need to modify that. It's still a great exercise, but you need to do the mini squat, and instead of doing 3 sets of 12 or 15, maybe do 2 sets of 8 or 3 sets of 8. It's called moderation and modification. Even when you're doing something good, sometimes it depends on your fitness level if you need to modify or do it in moderation. So those are my M&Ms, right? You get the yellow bag of candy-coated chocolate, peanuts. I'm not talking about that. Yes. Oh my gosh, Jordan, yes. And we're going to do some of the same things, but I'm like, but change it up. Like, you don't have to copy this person like when you're speaking verbatim. Or if you're doing your exercises, some exercises, everybody knows what a squat is. Okay? But if you see someone, they do squats, and then they go into, this is something simple, but I'll say lunges, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute stop. Nobody is doing that, right? You've just been doing your squats, your set of squats, your lunges. All of a sudden, you go into Jordan's chat, and he's doing that. Then you go back to your channel the next day or two, and you do that. That's a copycat. So people get tired of looking at the same thing. We're already kind of looking at the same thing. So make it a little bit different. Make it a little bit different. Make it a little bit different. When I walk and talk. I get the stuff about the health and fitness out of the way. I always tell and encourage everybody, because I have a license to train, and I have a few other licenses, right? as it relates to working with people. So I have to use a professional disclaimer. That's just not saying something for YouTube. This is saying something because you never know who's going to look at your videos, right? You leave them, you do them, your lives, your videos, and then you go. So you never know who's going to catch the replay. You never know who's going to look at that video. Somebody may hear something that you say, and it may be something good, but maybe somebody in their healthcare team said, don't do that just yet. Well, if you say, well, it's okay if you just got that treated, go ahead and do it. They're looking to listen to you. So everybody can can say a disclaimer, but when I say my disclaimers, I'm backing up a few licenses, right? Certifications and registrations. So I mean it when I say it. Don't do anything you see me do over here, no matter how simple and easy it is. Don't do anything you hear me say, right? Unless you are generally healthy, you go to your appointments and all that kind of stuff like you should. You don't have any limitations. Then, that's on you. Whether you're generally healthy or whether you have some issues, you still should not listen to someone online. You can get ideas. That's why I say I drop nuggets. When I say things, I'm just dropping those nuggets. My chat, you guys, especially Jordan and people who are into like Georgia Girl, the way she's changing her diet, those are nuggets. So that's another saying I say, I drop nuggets. I want you to take those nuggets. Excuse me, y'all. I want you to take those nuggets. And I want you to take them to your doctor, to your nurse practitioner, to your physician's assistant, to your specialty doctor, to your occupational therapist if you have one, to your physical therapist, to your nutritionist, to your dietitian, to your specialty doctor for any issues that you have, right? You're going to take those nuggets, you're going to polish them off, clean them up, and let them become diamonds and rubies and things like that work for you and the people that you know and love. Don't just take something I say and run with it. Don't take something that anybody says on here and run with it. And there are a lot of licensed therapists, fitness people, doctors, nurses, psychologists, psychiatrists. But you must please just get little cues from them. Take those cues, do your research. And when you do your research, make sure that you're doing research through reputable sources. But most importantly, take it to your healthcare team, the people that you trust to teach you the things that you need to do. Okay? Okay? Jordan, you are definitely, you do. I shout people out. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate it. Yeah, and then like if I do something that you did and I know I ain't seen nobody else do that, I'm going to give you your credit. I'm going to be like, I was over there in Jordan's chat. Jordan did whatever. I think I'm going to start incorporating that. Now I'm not going to start saying it every time, but I'm going to say where I got that idea from. Because we are on social media, right? You do get monetized. You do want to support. So give people their credit. Give people their credit. And that's what I don't like a lot of times. A lot of times what we do, we don't have to give credit because it's kind of just general knowledge. But there are certain things when people do them certain ways, give people their props. Give them their credit. Give them their credit. But most people on here, they'll just start doing it. And then if you peep it, they don't want you to say a word about it. And if you do, then you're a hater. If you do, you're hating on them for doing something that they caught you doing or saw you doing in your live or in your video. Something that they see you do all the time. You're hating on them, but they got what they're doing from you and then didn't bother to even say, I like to give people their props because if I got something unique from Jordan, guess what? If I can send somebody over there, they may find something, whatever I got from him, it may be cool with that, but they may find something totally different that they get from him that they didn't know about. So I support those who support me. And a lot of times I see people that'll come to your chat and they don't really support you. Maybe they used to hang out in your chat and they can tell you everything you say on your live. And you know why I say that? Because when they go live or they do a video, it's almost like a mockingbird. It's like Jordan says, like a copycat. They were never doing it before or never doing it that way. So yes, I do. That rubs me the wrong way because I take pride in trying to be a little bit different because I know that we are a lot alike. We do a lot of things. Like I said, if you are a person who, you're a chef, you cook a lot. Well, that's one of those fields where the basics also, they do a lot alike. But depending on their location, their area, geographical area, their north, south, east, west, they may do something totally different. And they have so many different ways, to be a chef or just a cook. You don't even have to be a chef. There's so many different ways to cook based on your background, based on your heritage, based on just how you were taught. But if you go somewhere and you see another chef do something that's popular on your social media, in your social media community, and that's the only person that you saw do it, and you know you got a lot of the same followers, give them a shout out. What's wrong with giving them a shout out? I saw Chef ABCD do this, and man, when I tell you I did that to my Thanksgiving turkey, I did that. I don't plan on doing it another way again, unless I find a way that makes me curious. You know, there's nothing wrong with giving people a shout out, but people don't like to, because what it is, they want you to think that that's how they started. They want you to, even though they know there's the same people follow you, that follow them, a lot of the same people, they'll still just start doing whatever you do, and then they'll try to make you the bad guy. I'm like, nah, if you do it, I'm gonna call it out. You know, you can't stop them from doing it, but you can still call it out. So that was so funny to me. I went into that chat. I never seen original on the back of their name, but their content is totally different from mine. They do something totally different, and there are other channels with that, but never around where I usually go. Now they have original on their name. I was like, people are something else. And sometimes I don't think they mean any harm, but I do think no matter what they say, there's something about what they do on these social media streets. They're trying to see if that's going to work for them. And that's okay too. And I don't have a problem with that, because we do totally different things. This person and I, we do something totally different. So I don't have a problem with that. And you definitely do, Jordan. You give shout outs daily. Shoot, Jordan put your name in a song. So I don't know what kind of shout out. Listen, if that ain't enough for you, I don't know what'll be enough for you. Okay? Jordan will put your name in a song and put a beat to it. And listen, he'll give you your own thing. Shoot, that's time. That's time. So if that ain't appreciation, I don't know what is. That's time. You know, that takes time. That takes thought. And that's just a part of his talent, a part of what he does. You know, a lot of channels have variety. And that's good to have variety. Of course, sometimes people say, well, you don't want to, what is your niche? You don't want to be all over the place. You don't want to be all over the place, but it is good to be able to offer something a little bit different than what you have little, like when you stack your shoes. You got your section where you have tennis shoes, you have your dress shoes, and you have your boots. Okay? And just rotate it. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. So I'm going to get out of here, guys, because y'all know that dog is still running around, right? All right? So this weekend, get you some rest, relax, relate to what you can, resolve the things you can. What you can't relate to, what you can't resolve, leave it to God. God knows about it anyway, right? But he gives us free will, okay? And we also have to go to him, right? Do we have faith? We have to go to him. So we don't get deep down in the Bible over here, but we tell you the basics, the gist of what you know. He already knows about it. But you got to make your behavior appear to him that you know about it, that you know that you can go to him when you can't go nowhere else. Sometimes that's the only place you can go, right? You just got to throw your arms up and say, have your way, please, because he's going to do what's in his will anyway. So people always say, well, if he knows anyway, what's the point? The point is we're humans, right? We're of the flesh. And we need to make sure that we're doing the things that the way he would like us to do them, right? Right? So remember those R words again. Relax, relate, release, resolve, repour, replenish, refill, restore, rebuild. Remember who you were, who you are, and who you would like to be. Okay? Know your flaws. Remember what your flaws are. Don't act like you don't remember. Mine is patience. A lack of patience. Right? They have gotten better. I can tell you that. I'm very impatient. Okay? I'm very impatient. But they have gotten better. Right? In my grown self, I'm a very impatient person. I always have been. Right? Sometimes more impatient than others. But that's something that I know is a flaw for me, and I try to work on it. So acknowledge your flaws. Know your flaws. Work on your flaws. Okay? Acknowledge your flaws. Know your flaws. Acknowledge your flaws. Work on your flaws. Because a lot of times we know, but we don't want to acknowledge. Okay? And remember that four-letter word, SELF, self. Self-love. Right? If you don't love you, who will? God does. Your family does. But for that person who just doesn't feel like they're loved, whether they have a big family or small family, whether they know God or not, love yourself. Whatever you believe, love yourself. If you don't, who will? self-love, self-motivation, self-dedication, self-determination, self-encouragement. I don't like to say that I motivate anymore, unless it's a young person or a child, right? I like to say I encourage. Yeah, girl, I heard you. I encourage. I encourage. That's what I'm talking about right there. Now all of a sudden this person is saying she encourages. Listen, they're basically synonymous, but they're slightly different for me, from my perspective. If I'm going to encourage you, it's something that you've already been motivated to do, but maybe you're slacking. Maybe you haven't been doing it the way you should. Maybe you're thinking about not doing it. So I feel like my job is, what I have accepted as my job is to continue to encourage you to continue to do it, whatever it is, as long as it's positive, as long as it's conducive to your growth in a positive way, right? Don't let bother people bother you guys. Don't let stress people stress you out. And remember, if you find yourself in a misery lounge, that can be your own home, right? Go outside, get some fresh air, take a break, go into another room, go upstairs, go downstairs, go into the basement, go into the garage, try your best to find a peaceful solution, right? It could be Walmart, it could be school, it could be at work. Find a peaceful solution, okay? So if you find yourself in a misery lounge, grab your grip and go. It may just be your little water bottle, and you just need to go over there somewhere and sit down and drink your little bit of water, okay? Okay? All right? I wish you guys peace, excuse me, positivity. I need a little water, okay? I don't have any with me. I drank it before I left, but I need some more now. This is the second time I've had to clear my throat. Some peace, positivity, and prosperity. Because without peace, what do I say? There is chaos. Without positivity, there's negativity. Wherever chaos and negativity live, roam, dance around together, if you allow it to affect you in a negative way, a harsh way, you might fail. I'm not going to say you're going to fail. You might fail to prosper to your fullest potential. I want to prosper. I want you guys to prosper. I want our families to prosper so that we can walk patiently, peacefully, and purposefully into our purpose, okay? Thank you, Jordan, so much for hanging out with me. Thank you, Big O. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. Somebody else came through here. What was his name? I think it was a gamer. Let me see. Shawanda, thank you, Shawanda. And Cabaris. Cabaris, I think is how you say his name. Kabiris. Cabaris. Thank you guys for coming through. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful weekend, okay? Again, treat yourself. Doesn't have to cost a lot of money. Just treat yourself. Get out. Have some fun. Take some deep breaths in. Get some relaxation. All right? It's the weekend. I'll probably be off here on the weekend. But then again, I might sneak back on. So if I do, I will see you guys. Thank you, Jordan. Guys, please check out my moderator. Okay? The J. Jordan. All right? Check out Big O. Check out Betty. She usually comes through here. Shawanda. All right? Cabaris came through. Please check these people out. Support who supports you. Okay? They may not be able to do it every day, all the time. It may be you see them once and you don't see them again until next week. But then that week you might see them 2 or 3 times, maybe every day of the week. And then you may not see them again for 2 weeks or a month. But then you see them again twice every week. So just support those who support you, because you never know. Sometimes when you don't see people, they may be doing something. They may be busy. Busy doing what? I don't know. But we don't have to know. We don't have to know. As long as you know that they're usually a good supporter of yours, support people. Support those who support you. Okay? And I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk in Lions Pride, okay? I'll see you on the next one. All right, Jordan, if you go live, I'll catch you. I'm going to go over there and catch up on some of your videos or something that I missed, some things I missed too. See, sometimes we got to do that, y'all. We got to go and catch up. So if you miss, just go and catch up, okay? Just go and catch up. You got to watch everything, but watch enough to show some support. All right? Yes, Jordan, just show some support. That's all you got to do. And when you can't, we know those who usually do. If we don't see them, they have a life. We know that they're doing something. They'll be back. Bye, y'all. Have a great weekend for me, too. Thank you, Jordan. I will. You make sure you do as well. Bye-bye.